Hey everyone, it is July 15th and guess where we are today? We are at Hollywood Studios for the grand reopening, finally, of Hollywood Studios here at Walt Disney World. Galaxy's Edge, Batuu. I can't wait to get back in there. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Nobody wants to see the parking lot. You're not watching this to see the videos of the parking lot. Let's get right to it. And before we make our way up front, once again, just like Magic Kingdom, they are social distancing the parking lot. We got here right as it opened. We got row 1. How cool is that? Mask in hand, let's get it on. Let's go. Some Hollywood Studios fun. Here we are coming up to the main entrance of Hollywood, and right out front where the old bus stops used to be is where we're gonna get our temperature check this morning. Now the scheduled park opening was 10 a.m. this morning. They actually opened the parking lots at 9 a.m. and the gates are already open. Gates are already open, guests are rolling in, and we all know where we're heading. We're heading straight for Batuu. It has been 4 months since we have returned to Hollywood Studios. It is amazing to walk back up Sunset Boulevard once again. Cast members out waving to everyone this morning. It don't matter. Hello. Now, Mrs. Pendaflow has never ridden Mickey's Runaway Railway yet. We are going to accomplish that today. This is her first time being back in a Disney park in 4 months. How's it feel? She's excited. Awesome. We're excited. Can't wait. It's going to be a great day. Now, they did open the park at 9, but most of the rides look like nothing is open. Everybody is queuing outside of Mickey's Runaway Railway right now. And they're being told that none of the rides and stuff are going to be opening till 10 a.m. I'm assuming they opened the park to keep people from bottlenecking up outside, to keep that social distancing at 6 feet. Now, compared to one of the last times we were here at Galaxy's Edge, the sea of people waiting to get in here as the park opened compared to what we're seeing today. Yes, there's a lot of guests heading for the tunnel, or as they call it, the teleport. But this is nowhere near what you would expect right at the opening of Hollywood Studios, especially a reopening day, heading into Galaxy's Edge. Here we go, guys. Teleporting from planet Earth onto planet Batuu. And we're back. We are back in Batuu. We got cast members over here welcoming us in. We're gonna go check to see if ODonnells is open. You know Pendaflow is looking for his lightsabers this morning. Rise of the Resistance is using a virtual queue, but it has yet to open. It will be opening at 10 a.m. All the cast is ready. And we are going to hopefully get a boarding group today and check out the new social distancing at Rise of Resistance. I can't remember the last time I've seen Galaxy's Edge this open. Great picture opportunities right now. Look, there's like nobody. Go over here and we're just enjoy our first stroll back through Batuu as we make our way to ODonnells, and hopefully they're open. Alright, so ODonnells is not open until 10 o'clock, so I guess we'll just have to walk around and take a look at this giant hunk of junk that is sitting here underneath the spires. I believe it's called the Millennium Falcon. If any of you are familiar with that. Man, I miss this view. It's crazy. I haven't seen this in 4 months. Wow. And it still takes my breath away seeing this. How incredible having a life-size Millennium Falcon standing here right in front of me. It is great. It is bright suns indeed. It is great to be back, finally back in Batuu. Totally empty walkways heading toward the first order section of Galaxy's Edge. Oh man, did I miss the echelon. It's amazing how realistic everything is in here. Blue and green milk stand this morning. Not a single person. I'm probably not open yet. We say we are still early. But it is just nice to get in here, walk around. Oh, they are open. I've been corrected, but there ain't nobody in line if you wanted some. It is, man, it's just nice to see such an empty Galaxy's Edge. It is quite amazing. We're actually going to make our way back over here because we've been informed that they don't have the legacy sabers inside ODonnells just because it's such a small store that they now turned Savi's workshop into the legacy lightsaber station where you can pick them up because the Savi's experience is currently unavailable. So we're going to actually get some Savi's workshop footage in here today, which is nice, and you don't have to pay $200 to get in there to take a look around. So that'll be cool. Now we are waiting outside of Savi's workshop. They do have on the ground a bunch of different numbers. We're having everybody, different parties queue up, and then they're going to take everybody inside Savi's workshop one group at a time is what we're being informed, just because it's such a small area. And you'll see once we get in there just how cramped the Savi's workshop is, so it does make sense that they're only going to let one party at a time inside. All right, and we are in. This is all our designs we have available. They are out of a bunch of them, but let's get to shopping. I haven't been in Savi's since I built my saber back, God knows when I built my saber. I think it was like October. But very cool. It's nice to be back in here. Alright, we're making our way into ODonnells finally to check out if they got any new gear in here. Unfortunately, there's no new lightsabers, and they are out of a bunch of lightsabers. They're out of Kylo Ren, Luke Skywalker, Darth Maul. Yeah, they're out of a bunch of them. But we're gonna take a look around real quick. This is my favorite store. Yeah, they no longer sell though. Like, I mean, you can view the legacy lightsabers in ODonnells, but you have to buy them over at Savi's. But we couldn't stop in here without saying hello to Doc. I'm my favorite customer. Hey Doc, it's been a long time. Glad to see you back in business. Well, the boarding groups finally opened for Rise of Resistance. We managed to snag one in group 24. And what's the strangest thing is, I'm with my wife today, but my wife didn't show up on my friends list to choose her. So she's actually in guest relations line right now trying to figure out what went wrong. Because my wife did not exist on my friends list, so I only have a pass just for me, so she won't get to ride today. Update on the boarding group. We did stop at guest relations, and you see we're now a party of 2. There was some sort of glitch in the system this morning. Some guests weren't even appearing in the park. I know a few of my friends I messaged, they weren't allowed to get a group because they said they weren't here, so they were able to give us to a group. So now we get to ride together. Shout out to Disney, thank you. Here's your socially distanced character meets in Galaxy's Edge. We got Chewie and Ray up on the railings here. Pointing over towards where the Millennium Falcon's parked. Chewie! He's looking at us. Hi, Chewie. 2 hours after the park opening, our boarding group finally got called, and we're heading back to Galaxy's Edge. We're gonna get on Rise of Resistance and check out how they're socially distancing that ride. We were in the queue for Rise of the Resistance. As you can see, they have 6-foot markings on the ground to keep everybody socially distanced. And this section here is left open because it's so close together with the other row that they don't want anybody standing in between there. So once we get inside, it's going to be very interesting to see what they've done, because it gets very tight and once you get inside the building. Well, we made it to the inside, and as you can see, more plexiglass windows. I figured that was what they were going to do to separate the queue lines from each other. But that's such a great idea that they came up with to be socially distant without having to move people around. As you see here now, we have a plexiglass tunnel that we're going to go through. It keeps us separated from the queue lines on the right side. Can anyone help me read this star or sky map to figure out what today's mission is supposed to be? Lots of green blips and red blips. I'm not exactly sure which one is us and where we're heading, but this is a very cool part of the queue. Well, as you can see, guys, I'm not on the ride. It actually went down. Shocker, Rise of the Resistance went down, and it kicked everybody out of the queue. So I may or may not be able to go back today, which is unfortunate, but that's what happens. This ride's very temperamental, and for some reason, it just does not stay running very well. Well, here's our 2:30 capacity check. We ran out to the car to get some air conditioning for a little bit and sit down. We're making our way back in, and look at this. We can see all the way to Mickey's Runaway Railway of Sunset Boulevard. There is like nobody. So either A, everybody's in a ride queue somewhere, or B, people are starting to go home because it is very hot today. It's like over 100 and some degrees heat index today. But this is a pretty amazing view. How often do you get to see straight to Mickey's Railway with absolutely nobody in your way? Pretty cool. Well, looking down Hollywood Boulevard at the Tower of Terror, there is like nobody over this way at this time of day. Everybody must be in Galaxy's Edge or Mickey's Railway line. When have you seen Hollywood Boulevard this empty? Never, right? Alright guys, it's been a hot day. Didn't really get a whole lot done just because Rise went down, and then the Mickey Runaway Railway line was just humongous all day. But we did get to take a look around. It's great to be back in Batuu. Got to see some new social distancing. Got to check out the lightsabers and all the cool stuff. But it's been a fun day. It's been a hot day. Ready to go home. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for the likes, the comments, and the subscriptions. We'll be back to Batuu very soon. This has been the Pendaflow, the Galaxy's Edge Perspective.